Yo, Prince Sports here. Um, how you guys doing today? Um, man, after watching like segment after segment or just stumbling upon it whenever I turn my TV on, yo, Skip Bayless has to be, or Drip Bayless has to be the number one LeBron James troll ever. I mean, this guy, I don't know if this guy goes to sleep thinking about LeBron James or everything that comes out of this guy's mouth or he wants to talk about is about LeBron James, man. Just morning, I happen to be watching Undisputed with Shannon Sharp, the ultimate LeBron James pom pom. You know, he carrying those LeBron James cheerleading pom poms. Um, this guy even doing his videos with like 6 or 7 LeBron James jerseys in the background, man. Oh my God. Um, so he's the ultimate LeBron James apologist, and Skip Bayless is the ultimate LeBron James troll slash hater, right? That's their format. That's what they do. So it's so rigged and set up that these shows, man, I don't know how could people possibly watch these shows and be like seriously entertained by it. The concept of it is just flat out stupid. It's like good cop, bad cop. Um, it's rigged and set up from the point. Skip Bayless repeats the same thing over and over again. I mean, every cop out, every excuse he has always goes back to, well, Ray Allen hit the shot to save LeBron's legacy, and you know, blah blah blah. I mean, he got the same excuses over and over again. But he completely throws logic out the window, completely dismisses everything that happens in 47 minutes of a basketball game and only breaks basketball down to about 10 seconds of a game. To him, that's the only thing that matters is the final 10 seconds of a game, which is ludicrous and stupid because in order to get to those final um, that final minute of a basketball game, newsflash, stupid, you have to play the remaining 47 minutes. Okay? A three is pointless from Ray Allen if somebody doesn't help that team make a comeback to put that team um, in position to win the game. You know, okay? This is what guys don't realize. You know, you're looking at one play. But one play in the grand scheme of things doesn't mean nothing if your whole team or a certain player doesn't pick you up. I mean, the Spurs was kicking the Miami Heat's ass throughout the whole game. All right? Um, LeBron loses his headband. He goes berserk. He starts scoring like 12 of the last 15 points for the Miami Heat and leaving them down to 3. So he puts you in winning position to win the game, okay? And Ray Allen hit, I think that was one of 2 shots that he hit throughout the whole game. All right? So it's not like he had a big impact on the game. But yeah, the shot was big. Nevertheless, the shot was big. You know, it's not like the Kyrie Irving situation where Kyrie and LeBron both shared a bulk of a handful of the responsibility because they both was dropping 40 apiece. They was just taking turns on giving the Warriors the business. They was just flat out busting that ass, both of them. But that's neither here or there. You're talking about Skip Bayless, the ultimate LeBron James troll. Um, this guy is another fake sports analyst, another guy that throws all common sense out the window to hate and get viewership from people. I mean, he built his career off hating on LeBron James, literally. Um, he started out on a show called Cold Pizza that later became First Take. Okay, this First Take show was losing ratings. And the up and coming star at the time was LeBron James. And he had a lot of hype behind him. So, in order to build a platform um, for that show, Skip Bayless decides to hate on LeBron James. Um, And it's a difference between hating and objective opinions of somebody. If you're just not flat out oppressed by somebody, it's something that's completely different from hating. What Skip Bayless doing is flat out hating. Okay, because you breaking down everything about a guy and critiquing it. That's a format of hating because you're not being honest with yourself. Now I understand there's a lot of people out there that not impressed with LeBron James. You're not impressed with his style of play. You don't, he's probably not entertaining to them. What's rightfully so. You're entitled to your own opinion. You know, you don't. But one thing what you can't do is disrespect somebody's greatness. All right, just because you don't like their style of play. I'm not a big Tim Duncan fan. You know, he was quite boring to me. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit there and say the guy's not a Hall of Famer. He's not the best power forward ever to play the game. I mean, he has all the stats and the accolades to back that up. Who am I to sit there and say, oh, Tim Duncan's garbage? I could say he's not entertaining for me, but I can't say the guy's garbage. He is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. That's a fact. So you get Skip Bayless over here, man. This guy will critique every little thing LeBron does. LeBron could go to the bathroom and this guy would be like, well, Jordan never went to the bathroom like that. Everything for this guy is comparing to Jordan. That's his format. If LeBron does something, well, Jordan didn't do this, Jordan didn't do that. Newsflash, you idiot. LeBron James is not Michael Jordan. I don't understand where you get that idea from. LeBron James has never been Michael Jordan. He never will be Michael Jordan. He's LeBron James. Okay? He got everything Michael Jordan has. He has less of it, but he has everything LeBron has. I mean, everything Jordan has to a certain extent. He is an all-time great. And at the end of the day, man, I mean, he's successful basketball player, man. He's rich and he's stake his claim to being as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. So at the end of the day, that guy don't have to do everything like Jordan to be great. This is the thing what I'm trying to tell people. If you're going to judge and rate sports, stop comparing everything to Michael Jordan. Okay? Michael Jordan's not the be-all, the say-all to everything about basketball. Now, he is the greatest basketball player of all time for me. But here's the difference between me and everybody else. I do not compare another player's greatness to Jordan all the time. I don't sit there and say, okay, in order for you to be great, you have to do exactly what Jordan did. That's a load of baloney. I mean, that's bullcrap. And you got idiots like Skip Bayless that brainwash people, and you got all these haters that jump aboard and want to feed into this narrative that if you don't do something like Jordan, you're not great. That's a completely load of BS. Not telling people to stop watching Undisputed, but it is a rigged show. Okay, it's a show designed to get your to get you pumped up. They gotta do what they gotta do to make money. But people like me do it. I see through the bullshit. And I see through the fakeness that Skip Bayless is. Skip Bayless is another fake analyst. He's a guy that does anything for shock value. He's a shock value analyst. Okay? Difference between a guy like Skip Bayless and myself is I say things based off my opinion. I'm not holding personal grudges. You see me, I have criticized James Harden. Who else have I criticized? Russell Westbrook. Criticize anybody. I mean, especially guys that haven't won championships. I give them all the same critique. All right? That's how you know you're being fair. I'm not treating another guy different from the next. It's as simple as that. I've been saying several times, if you're a superstar in this game of basketball, you need to have a championship on your resume, and I stand by that. But one thing I don't do is I don't try to downgrade another player's greatness, even if they haven't won a championship. I mean, I critique Carmelo Anthony, But at the same time, I'm also fair with the guy. I'm not going to sit there and give him unwanted criticism. You know, I'm not going to, oh, the Carmelo Anthony tweet that, la 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 la. I don't have to do that. Why do I have to criticize a guy for speaking his mind if he wants to go on Instagram? I mean, Skip Bayless is on here judging LeBron because LeBron said, you know, maybe I should break down my finest moments in basketball. You know, the guy has a right to do things like that. If he wants to talk about his finest moments in playing the game of basketball, then fine. You know, he's at that peak that he can do that. It's not like he's 27 years old and he's still in his prime. He's almost, you know, walking out the door of basketball. You know, retirement is only around the corner for LeBron James. So if he wants to sit back and reminisce about the good old days because he knows that time is coming, then so be it. Get off the man's nuts, man. Jesus. Why you guys always on LeBron about everything he do, man? The guy he's not Michael Jordan. He don't have to walk with class and dress or act a certain way to be a classy guy. You know? LeBron James is from the projects, man. He's from the hood. He don't have to talk and act like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was a guy that was against hip hop. He was against hood culture and things of that because Michael Jordan wasn't from that cloth. He's not cut from that. He grew up in the suburbs of North Carolina. And that's okay. You know, I don't suspect Michael Jordan to relate to guys like myself or LeBron because we come from different aspects than Michael Jordan do. You know, we come from the trenches. Michael Jordan don't come from that. So, of course, Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are going to talk and act a certain way, you know? But that doesn't make them even more smarter or guys like LeBron or Allen Iverson less smarter because they come from different backgrounds and neighborhoods. I mean, you could tell that Iverson and LeBron walk and talk completely different from Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, which is okay. But that show Undisputed, man, that's another rigged sports TV show that should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, Shannon Sharp, I don't even think he believes half the shit that he's saying because he's just waving his pom-poms for anything LeBron James. Anything LeBron James related, he's going to be on LeBron's side. And Skip is going to be the complete opposite. These two are the complete ultimate trolls, you know? So that show is full of BS. It's full of nonsense. And if you watch that show, be prepared and understand that it is a nonsense sports show. It's just there to get you going. If you want to feed into the hype, feed into the BS, that's on you. But it's rigged sports, you know? I like my sports a little more real, spoken from the heart. And I don't really get that with a lot of sports analysts that you see. I mean, there's a lot of fake ones out there. Lots of them. Anyway, Skip Bayless is another one. Another fake guy from sports. Peace.